Hey everyone, and welcome back to the A to Z of horror.
Good evening, boys and ghouls. How you doing? Hope you're well. I'm well.
You well?
I'm pretty good.
Good. We're all well, and we hope you are well too. So tonight, we are returning to our infamous and ongoing series of...
Infamous. What is the... Shit, we're on X, Y, Z. We've got like 3 videos.
Do you know it's taken us well over a year to do this? This has taken us a while.
What's YouTube going to do when we finish this? It's like, why else would people come to YouTube if not for the A to Z of horror?
To watch Logan Paul, or whatever his name is.
Who?
Some idiot you keep seeing in the news or something.
Cats. They have cats on YouTube. Fucking hate cats.
And unboxing, like, stupid things.
You've done that?
Yeah, but my daughter watches these when you open up bags and stuff.
I've seen you unbox Phantasm or something like that.
Yeah, that was a good video.
It was a good video.
I enjoyed doing that.
I think I skipped that one.
What, because you were
I was busy watching cats.
Right, thank you for that. So, we are back with X-Ray.
Because we couldn't think of anything else beginning with X. No. Although Gumpy Andu gave us an
Extro?
which looked awesome.
It had some weird, like, Exorcist alien crossbreed thing.
But you went for X-Ray, which I've never heard of and know nothing about, even to the moment right now.
But I
Apart
will
from
be
it was
checking out
called-
that Extro. In its other title is Hospital Massacre.
And that did sound familiar. And it has a Playboy bunny in it. Or model. Oh.
Barbie Benton. That sounds like a porn star.
Oh, she's yeah, technically
Playboy.
it is. She's a Playboy.
Same thing, is
yeah.
it?
Oh,
So yes, it's a part of the 88 film slasher classic, so I'm hoping it is going to be at least a bit slash-tastic.
These are sometimes amazing.
They're hit and miss.
Yeah, sometimes they're not so good.
I watched one the other night. This was it.
I'm dropping popcorn.
I really enjoyed it. Just Before Dawn.
I don't know it. Ooh.
Just Before Dawn.
Is that chainsaw?
No.
No.
It's
No.
knife.
There we go.
It's
Who
very
knows?
much kind of your typical hillbilly murder. Anyway.
Hillbilly. That's not what we're watching. That's not what we're watching. So.
No, and I watched this one the other night just because I'm going to... Aerobicide.
What?
Also known as Killer Workout. And it will say...
Aerobicide. So is that not someone that's getting rid of Arabs? Oh, aerobicide.
Not Arab.
That's really racist.
No, Killer Workout. Better known as Killer Workout.
So you get really strong abs and then they kill you.
Yeah. So anyway.
And that's why I don't do exercise.
You should do.
What,
You're getting
exercise?
old, yeah.
I'm getting young. You're only as old as you feel. Something like that. I don't know. I'm eating popcorn. It takes a lot of time. Right, let's get this film on.
Let's watch X-Ray and
I've
give you
said
our
that loads now.
thoughts.
Pay no attention to me.
No.
Anyway,
Right.
catch you on the other side.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So we have just finished
X-Ray or Massacre Hotel. Hospital. Hospital. Now I think I can be
Hotel.
forgiven slightly for calling this. This film is set in a hospital.
Hospital, dude.
That has
Hospital.
lots of corridors that are the smallest corridors ever, and I think that's not something you usually get in hospitals.
They're normally wide to get.
They
decent
struggle
beds
to get
in.
someone in a wheelchair through it, and then there were stairs. I'm not convinced this was filmed in a hospital,
I don't think it
but I think I've digressed a bit too quick into this.
too quick. You're going some major spoilers away.
Alright, it's in a hospital. Synopsisize it, motherfucker.
So the film opens up with.
That's quite aggressive of me.
Yeah, you do it right. So the film opens up where there's 3 young children.
Ah, yes.
To
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. A young boy and a young girl playing with a train set. The young girl.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. The
Simpler
young girl goes into the kitchen.
To get the biggest
The
knife
biggest machete
in the world
to open
to cut a
open
cake.
a cake.
A Valentine's Day cake, which we all have.
Yes. And she returns to the lounge to see her boyfriend,
No. Kid that's a boy.
who's a friend, hanging from, was it a coat stand?
Coat stand that was in the middle of the room.
Yep.
That would never have taken his
Obviously,
weight. But
it
that
could
kid
have-
were dead.
Yeah, he was dead. And
Do you know who did it?
Shall we say? Is it spoiler territory?
It's not spoilers in the first 2 minutes of it.
Did you say his name? Harold.
Harold.
Yeah, and then so Harold
Harold.
is outside the window smirking, and then it cuts to 19 years later.
Valentine's Day.
19 years later, and it picks up with, I don't know her name, her character name, but she's played by Barbie Benton, a Playboy centerfold, whatever you call it.
Now,
Yeah,
let's just
centerfold.
pause here 1 second.
You're going to talk about the pair.
Right.
No?
I think she was cast because of being a playboy. And I'm not, actually, she did a good job. I know she wasn't.
She wasn't terrible.
But they did make a big point of her big points. And I do mean they were pointy. I don't understand what boob jobs were in the early 80s. But it did look like someone had literally taken a bloody traffic cone and stuck it under the skin. And it was literally like... Yeah.
It was quite an interesting...
Touchdown! It was proper American football. It was like,
so, moving on from...
But she was alright. She carried it well. She
wasn't terrible. No. I don't know if she has much acting experience. But yeah, she was alright. So she goes to the hospital.
That looks like a hotel.
It looks like a hotel if you've watched it. So she goes to the hospital to pick up some... some test results, because she's recently received a promotion, and as part of a promotion you needed to get tests.
You need to get like a clean bill of health.
Yes.
For your insurance. It's for insurance. So
That's
she goes
it.
in for these
Americans
test results.
Insurance. Yeah. And it goes a bit Pete Tong from there.
This escalates.
Quite quickly. Yeah. Well, you find out within 2 hours she's literally been
They think something's wrong with her.
Yeah, so shall we say a doctor is messing with her record, so...
He's all covered up and he keeps around breathing.
So basically, she's
slow-moving
kept
stairs.
in, and during the time she's kept in, doctors...
Lots of people are murdered.
Yes.
No one seems to realise this. There's blood everywhere, and not one person stops anything going wrong in this hotel. Hospital, fuck.
Hospital. So, talking quickly about the kills, there were quite some good kills.
There were some good kills.
Yeah,
it was grisly. It was very much of its time in the sense of gore. It was like we kind of liked it a little bit to the sort of gore you'd get in a giallo movie.
Yeah.
In that when you get it, there's quite a lot and it's quite
sometimes
red.
Off camera and it just shoots across.
Splats across, but it's
more
not
to
like
imagination.
that. Yeah. Although there was a couple of bits that were a bit stabby and a bit goopy.
And there was one scene, I'm going to touch on it quickly now. So yeah, I thought the kills, there were some really good kills.
And nasty. There was
some like, ugh. There's one scene where she gets her blood taken. And as they pull out the needle, I just looked at Randy Moley and went, that was a real... To me, that was real.
Absolutely real. They cut away to a real...
skin bleeding, blobbing from the needle pulling, and that was a bit creepy.
It was. There was quite a lot in this that was. Okay, we go with the intent. They went for some intentional scares that weren't scary. There was nothing scary about this. No. Jump scares were fucking awful, but there was a dark, sinister edge to this. It wasn't really playing for fun as much as it was playing for that grimy, sleazy feel that's sort of synonymous with some of the movies of this era that no one ever heard of. I can imagine this playing really well at a drive-in.
Like that scene there. I'm showing the scene there.
And there was some absolutely, and again, that's a bit very sort of Italian in the fact that there were some big setups that were so unrealistic.
Oh, yeah.
And
if anyone could run properly and be able to look where they're running, half these people would survive.
But what the director managed to do with those moments is actually pull off some quite interesting framed shots that were genuinely like the sort of stuff of nightmares, where you'd be like, oh, just imagine. But it would never happen. It would physically be impossible that someone would put a sheet up and run down the corridor and you'd be like, they'd trip over the fucking sheet. This isn't going to happen. And then what are you going to do when you get to the bit? It just doesn't work. But it looked creepy.
It worked in creating that kind of dread. But yeah, it's just, we were sat here very much during this film going, that wouldn't work, that wouldn't. And I suppose over-critiquing it and putting some sense behind it.
But we found a lot to love in the humour. You pointed this out. We laughed a lot that was probably... Well, no, it was mainly unintentional. There wasn't much... Yeah, we were laughing at things that weren't meant to be funny, but they were, and it was quite charming. Yeah,
I enjoyed the work. And I think I've turned to you and said, a lot of times we were watching a film, often we could start talking about other things, as you do. But in this one, we certainly were talking a lot about the stupidity, what we're liking. So, yeah, it certainly entertained us. And then...
There was nothing new in it. There was nothing in this that makes
no,
this
you've seen
stand
it all
out
before.
from anything else of its genre.
And I didn't guess the killer either. Probably because I thought the killer was already
dead. Because I think they fucked up.
You reckon they messed
I
up?
reckon they actually
I need
killed
to
the
rewatch
person that
it.
they was supposed to be the killer. But it was enjoyable.
It was a fun
It was
time.
good.
It was a fun. I don't know what, 89 minutes.
Thinking back to over a year ago when we were doing B, and we did
What did we do for B?
Blood
Rage.
Rage.
Fantastic.
I don't think this was as good as Blood Rage, but it had that same. Didn't know anything about it. I thought the story kind of made a certain amount of sense. I thought some of the nastiness was nasty. Do you know what? I'm going to 3-star this. It did what it needed to do. So therefore, it's 3. It's fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It did the job for us this evening.
It did. It did.
I'm going to give it 3 stars. So that
I'd
was
I'd watch this again. I'd watch this again. I'd say sometimes those Friday night, Saturday night movies that you sort of click through and you see it. I'd definitely watch this film again.
Yeah. No. So I'd recommend it if you want to go and watch something a bit you've seen before. X-Ray. If you want to say hotel again, then it's
Hospital Massacre or Massacre Hospital, whichever way around it was called. Dirty, dingy, nasty, good time. Just like the way
grimy,
I like my Friday nights.
Grimy slasher. So yeah, that's X-Ray. That's X done.
X. That leaves us with Y.
Z. Z's going to be easy. There's just anything with fucking zombie in it. But for
I
Y,
couldn't think of a fucking Z then, but there's a lot of words. There's a lot of films with zombie in there.
Y.
Y. Oh, Yo-Yo Killer.
Yo-Yo Killer.
Don't know if that exists.
If not, we should make it.
We should.
I can think of 2.
Yo-yo. I could never do those fucking things. Go down like. I don't know. He got so mad without getting the yo-yo up. Like that.
Right, we're going to go and write
Yo-Yo Killer.
I can't even think of 2 Y movies
Oh,
on top of my head.
I've got one.
Let me guess your next.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I'm not gonna lie. Can't think of another one.
Your Vice or your
Money or Your Wife?
No, your Vice. It's a locked room and I've only got the key or something like that. It's these.
The fuck are you talking about?
Talking about that film right up at the top there.
This is Cyborg Cop 2. Dude, you've got Cyborg Cop 2 on display.
Your Vice is a locked room and only I have the key. That one, yeah. Cyborg Cop 2.
Yes, that sounds good. Look, he's fucked off. I'll see you later. Peace.